Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today I have for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, it is around that time that we do our monthly account review here, in which I ain't gonna lie, I've been at least lacking on this a little bit. I don't think I did one in December, so I'm gonna be trying to make up for that and at least start off the year with the right way. So it's the 21st, so every 21st we're gonna be doing an account review of mine here, seeing exactly what I've changed, what I've been updating on, what I'm currently working on, and if there's any tips I can really give you guys. So if you guys are interested in this, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. And without further ado, let's just get straight into it. And I just lied to you guys, sorry about that. But hey, if you haven't been a part at least of the community, be sure to check down below in the description. It should be our community Discord called Gotcha Metaverse, in which I'm definitely going to be covering so much things regarding P5X, so whether it's global, TW, KRCN, you name it. We're going to be covering it as much as possible, keeping y'all updated. So be sure to jump in there as well. But now let's get into the video. All right, so for the account review, or at least how I'm going to start here, this is going to be fairly interesting. I'm trying to at least get the layout the way I want it to. I'm just going to start with wardrobe. A lot of people are interested in these outfits when it does come down to Wonder. They're also interested in everything with this. So how we're going to break this down is we're going to show off outfits first. We're going to end up showing off, of course, our what is it called, our little medals that we have inside of our profile, and then we're going to break down to the characters and at least the builds that I like most here, showing off everything I've completed game mode wise, then wrapping it up at the end with some tips. So go ahead and check it out here. So outfit wise here, a lot of you guys enjoy the outfit scheme, especially when it does come down to P5. That's your main deal. That's a lot of people's thing, where you can dress up Joker, you can dress up characters, and Wonder's no different. Wonder has a ton of outfits here. Unfortunately, I'm not on CN, so I can't get a lot of these special little outfits here. But for our wardrobe here, we ended up having every last battle pass outfit, if I'm correct here. We have a ton of just outfits here, and you can mix match these guys, because I don't really go over this, but some of you guys who are new can mix match the outfits as well, and you can actually dye them too, so it's really cool. So of course we have our regular little battle pass outfits here, such as these. This one was a battle pass one as well. We have let me actually wait, I want to put the outfits here. Here we go. Our battle pass outfits here, which is this white one here. This is a brand new one here, and you can dye it to a few different ones. I have not actually dyed them just yet. I actually want this one because it reminds me of a troll from freaking Metaphor. But yeah, this outfit here, you can have different 4 like actual customizations, I guess you can say, of it. All look pretty darn cool, in which they recently started doing this with a lot of their BP outfits. And I'm not gonna lie, looks really nice. I don't have all the color variants, but I do have each one. I did get like this one because I did like the blue one, and then I got the red one because I like that one more. But we have a couple variants of a few of these, and every last one we haven't missed yet. We even got this goofy freaking looking one, in which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it to some extent. It just kind of depends. And as always, so we have the first BP ones here as well, that came out, and I really do like this one a lot. This is one of them that I use quite a lot when it does come down to this. But that is just the wardrobe stuff. We're not really going to go too far on that. There's nothing that I have to like detailedly explain, of course. But next things that I want to kind of show is always our little medals and everything that we have collected here. I guess the best way to show this here would be in this little section, which I'm not like a full completionist with a lot of stuff. We got 135 medals currently. These are all for different little events / different little things that I've completed, such as achievements. Nothing too crazy here. I do know there's a lot of players who are like really crazy on their achievements, which make mine look like absolutely nothing here. But we have a lot of achievements. Of course, we got the one even when we had I want to say Futaba's released there. We have a couple of these in which I've never decided to really hardcore go for guild and stuff like that, so those aren't too impressive. But we do have a lot of medals just chilling here, including a lot of A6 characters. So for A6 characters, of course, we have Mesa, Closer. Ford now has joined the fray because we recently got her A6. Phoebe and Marion have joined the fray as well. We got Skull as usual, or I almost said Rico, sorry. What was the child? Riddle, and then we have Ren here. So along with our man Joker, you can't forget about the OG. But anyways, we have a lot of these guys. I haven't missed any of these for Astrolab just yet here, so that's really nice as well to see. We've been actually really doing that a lot, and I think that's about it, especially when it comes down to the A6 characters. The next A6 character that I want to try and get my hands on is going to be at least the newest one, which is not Rin, but it will be in the future Makoto Yuki if he ends up dropping. Once he does drop, I would like to try and get that character A6, so hopefully we'll see like a medal appear down here. I'll be able to do so. The next standard A6 character that I will be having my hands on very soon is actually going to be On, because she is one dupe off of it, so we're looking very close to that as well. So cool, got the medals on out of the way, but here's the stuff that a lot of you guys like to look at, and that is the characters. Now currently I have not missed a single character in this game. We have every last character. I think the last time we showcased my account, it's been like 2 characters or so that we've been missing, and we finally got the characters, and one of them was avoiding me for the longest time, which was a standard character called freaking Cherish. So we got him as well. I still have to build him. There's still a couple characters that I genuinely have to build. They don't have the best of builds just yet. But before we get into that, of course, I'm going to show you guys my Wonder build here currently, or at least what I have. At level 48, which I feel like we're slacking heavily, especially with how we just like play this game. We're level 48 as a well, S48, super ego level 48, in which are prestige levels, and we've leveled a ton of this stuff up here. Currently I don't have any of these little light bulbs, and that's mainly just because there's no new personas that have dropped that I can kind of research and get these light bulbs for to actually increase these. So currently with these type of little skills here, no matter what, these are all maxed. I can't really get these up anymore, and these technically are maxed into a new persona that's dropped. So we've been maxed our mana Wonder here, in which no matter what, these last 2 you kind of want to do last anyways. They're not too helpful early on, but later on they will be very helpful. Try to max out everything else instead, but our Wonder's built somewhat like that. When it comes down to at least the weaponry that he does have, I believe we have every weapon in the game. The ones that are limited weapons that we actually ended up max duping is our blessed weapon, and then the physical weapon here for the Man Mesa's team, in which we got those fully maxed out. The rest of these are coming from at least palaces here. These 3 here and this one are all from palaces, while these here are also ones that you can exchange in the shop. The only difference is this one is meant for Haru specifically. I don't use my Haru team too much, so I'm not really too crazy on really duping it out. This one is a newer one, in which I don't know who I would really use this for just yet. Maybe in the future, because it is like for flame damage and stuff like that. This might be used for Rin's team, and that's why I can really see it being used a lot more, but right now I don't see it just yet. As for this one here, this one is used for any like team that takes elemental elements, right? So whenever you're doing any of that, you're increasing your damage and stuff like that for it, in which I'm trying to max it out because it is actually a really good weapon, and I just have not finished maxing it out just yet, but I'm going to try and do that as well very soon. Now we went over at least our Wonder here. I went over things regarding that. I could go over the personas that we do have, but we do have every persona in the game currently, so there's no real need for me to showcase that. But now we're going to go to the actual characters. Now character wise, I'm going to show the ones I'm most proud of first, or at least their builds, and then of course I'll just show everybody. But one of my characters that I'm really most proud of currently, and she's not even picture perfect, that is Cord. Now Cord has taken me quite some time to actually do some things for. This isn't even the right card for her. The card that I do have on her is let me go and see if I can find it real quick. It should be one of these 2. It's one of these 2 here. I think it was this guy here, but it may be this one, in which one of these, either way, it doesn't matter which one it is, they're really helpful for her. But I'm using the blue one just to make sure I speed tune correctly for it. And I'm not gonna lie, she has been absolutely amazing. We ended up getting the weapon A6. We got at least the her A6, and we're nearly done with her mirror image. For those of you who don't know exactly what mirror image is, it is this here, and we're doing really good at least getting these inner stats. I don't know if this right here unlocks a new little stat potential thing there. I never really figured that out because I haven't maxed out anyone just yet, but she's one of the main characters that I'm really proud of her build so far, and I think this is like the best character that I kind of own, besides of course my man Mesa. He's the other one that I'm really proud of, and the main reason for this is because I just built him mainly just for DPS. So if we go ahead and look at his stats, you can see that effect hit rate is very, very low. And it's mainly because I'm not really paying attention to that effect hit rate. He's getting that no matter what later on. There's no need for me to hit it. I'm building him supremely on physical damage. And so with that in mind, we've only went for like physical stats. I'm being honest with you. We don't really have to crit much with this guy, especially if you're going for more of a DOT type deal. We do still get that DOT damage here. The only thing I'm not too happy about is our damage bonus is kind of low with him, in which I do need to go back and kind of double take on his set and try to get a little bit more damage bonus. Because for example, we do have effect hit rate on some of these pieces. They're really decent, but nothing too crazy. The speed on this one I don't like. I want to actually replace this one a lot very, very soon, because I like crit damage. Nice. If we do get a crit, it does hurt. I like damage bonus a little bit, but I don't like how I have base HP on this guy and speed on him, which makes me kind of mad about the card set. But all in all, it's not too bad, and this one also isn't too bad here. So seeing he isn't really meant to be a crit damager like that, it is kind of counterintuitive to have a little bit of crit on him, but who knows? He does his job very, very well. Of course, I've put a lot of at least mirror image stuff into this one, in which we have 3 of them fully done. We're down to the last 2. I think he's going to be the first character that I get everything done for. It was going to be Cord, but I just love this character way too much, so I'm going to try and get this character done first, and then we'll go back and spin back on Cord, because holy crap, this character is just a fun freaking character to use in general, especially when it comes down to just like deleting stuff. So got that man. He's another one of my like favorite build type characters here. Another one of my favorite builds is definitely my Kazumi. I didn't get dupes on her, unfortunately, but her set has been crazy. I want to say I've had to, it's not really nerf, but I have to balance her out a little bit, and that was mainly because we had way too much like crit rate, in which was being very, very bad for us, because we have of course dupes on our Cord, we have dupes on most of our other characters, so we're making up for that crit rate that she does not have, or that she had a little bit too much of. So I had to take off some of the crit rate that she has, and I need to really invest more into crit damage. But her card set is one of the few that I genuinely feel like I can just leave alone. If I'm being dead honest, she doesn't really need much tweaking. I'm enjoying so far what I have for her. I think is there anything I really want to change? I mean, like if I could re-roll this one, for example, and get crit rate back or something like that, or maybe just get crit damage, it'd be great. But there's not really what I want to re-roll. This is probably the only one that I kind of want out of here, but it went multiple times into crit rates, so it kind of helped me out. But there's not really much I want to re-roll here. There's not really much that I need to do for this character. If I can get like all the rolls into crit damage, or like majority of them all the crit damage, and maybe one into crit into damage bonus, that'd be great. But there really isn't much I really want to change with this character. She's genuinely just one of the few characters that I'm really proud of. As for the rest of my characters, they do need some work, so let's go ahead and check out the rest of them here, in which we do have Futaba. We got her A1. We also have her weapon as well. There's been a lot of things that I've ended up doing for this character, and I'm not gonna lie, she's absolutely amazing. I haven't really done enough, but each of my characters, especially when it comes down to their personas, have all of their skills maxed out, including some of the ones that I don't heavily use. They're not maxed, but they're very close to it. As you can see, they're 11, which is the highest they can go before they start getting these flowers. And I'm only using the flowers on characters that I truly like. So right now, I have to say, looking very good in that, at least that aspect of things, where we have all their personas built, all their characters are now level 80, and their actual set effects is where things are getting harder. Now I do have, of course, every character, and they do have like all their set effects kind of there, but you can see by just their ratings at the top left, where yes, that's just kind of an overall right around type rating. They're not fully built yet. As you can see, we have a few characters like Riddle, name is Marion, that I haven't really built yet. I want to build Skull eventually, but I haven't built him yet. Han is okayly built, but I want to continue going. Bowie needs a full revamp for her, because I have some terrible cards on her. Have not touched Morgana since the beginning of the game, and like we have so many characters that generally I've done some mediocre builds on, except for him. He's terrible right now. I've done mediocre builds on, and I just am not there yet. We're not there yet. We're gonna try and actually do more gameplay videos of some of the 4 stars very soon, because I really want to try my hardest to get some of these gameplays out, and then you guys can see them at their tip-top shape. later on down the line. But all in all, this is the full account showcase. When it does come down to at least material wise and stuff like this, I don't really have too many materials, at least too many materials that I like to have. I feel like I'm actually starting to get a little bit lower than what I normally at currently, in which we do have some upgrade materials. We have some at least EXP materials, tons of these guys for different talents and stuff like that. These ones I have to farm a lot more because I am low on those, but we have a lot of materials. We just have to, of course, refine how many we can get really right now, and that's been the problem. But all in all, that is the showcase of everything I currently do have. These are all the little 5-star weapons. If you want to go ahead and pause the video and try and check those out as well. We have a lot of work to do. We really do. I don't have really much that I need to I guess just show off too much, because I'm not like the most craziest show off person when it comes down to a lot of this stuff here. But some tips if you guys wanted to try and do a lot of this stuff, or at least prepare your characters, whether you're starting later on or in game right now. When it comes down to leveling your characters, get your first team up really and focus on that first team. Once you get that first team up, of course, you can then start spreading out, and I would advise start working on a second team once you get like your first team to min-maxing. When it does come down to at least like cards and stuff like that, no matter what, if you want to save a lot of your materials and you really want to grow your account pretty well and not stump your account, try to only upgrade like their health, or at least their main levels. Try to upgrade only their main weapons, of course, that you can get. Weapons do transfer levels no matter what you do. So let's say I have a 2-star on, right? Well, it's still level 80 because of course I swapped. These actually do carry over to each weapon. So try to get up your weapon and your levels first. That's going to be your permanent damage. Then later down the line, I would advise maybe like level 60. Then you want to start grinding these cards. But other than that, try to avoid doing that. You really want to focus a lot on getting up your characters. When it comes down to second team type deal, as I did say, finish your first team, then you can try to move to your second team, or just try to upgrade as many characters as possible. The reason why you want to try and do that as well is because as you're going, you're going to get a lot of these freebies. These are going to allow you to do more pulls. This is going to give you more dust so that you can get more limited pulls. That is all we want to look out for. Helps you get more things, or at least later down the line when it comes down to getting some limited characters. Definitely try to do that. So in order to actually get your account fully optimized and actually get to a point to actually do this, it's going to take a long time, because of course if you are a free to play, things are going to take a little bit longer, in which this is why I'm trying to tell people, hey, if you're going to do this, you have to do it at least effectively. You don't want to, of course, oh, I'm gonna just use a lot of my stamina on cards. You need to do this effectively. So getting up your health, getting up your weapons is going to be your first deal. You can very well go for the talent ups, but if you're not really doing like any of the ultra crazy hard difficulty stuff, I think talent materials can wait to some extent unless you're hard pushing palaces. Palaces, if you're hard pushing those, get your talent materials up to a decent degree, maybe like level 5, level 6. You can get them all that way with certain characters. Then of course you want to continue pushing and just go with that, but don't try to like ultra max out a character at low level, because doing that is going to kind of stunt your growth. And when it comes to just like getting your account actually really set up, it's going to be very hard to do so. Now we'll be having, of course, a bunch more videos going over what characters you guys should be building, to be gameplay videos very soon. But this was mainly just kind of a short video. Well, I say short video, but I've been yapping my life off. This is mainly a video just showcasing the account and seeing how things are freaking going. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, if you want to actually do a account review, or if you want me to review your account, let me know down below in the comment section. We can meet up and I'll try to go ahead and do that as well. Until next time, everybody, peace out.